Yo guys, welcome to the Straight Up Talk. I'm your host, Sam Mbogwa. So first thing, since it's a new channel, I'd like you guys to like and subscribe. So with this first video, I'm thinking of doing, telling you guys something about, because this channel is just mostly about personal growth and development. So in this video, I just want to share with you guys my personal growth and development. So when I was about 17 and 18, I always wanted to be like a professional footballer, and that's what I've been working on. And it has actually helped me grow in a different way, because I was always thinking the opportunity will come, but I need to be ready for it. Back in the days, there used to be a teacher back in the days who used to tell me and tell guys that garbage in, garbage out. And I actually agree with that point right now, because there's so much negativity that's happening on the news, on things. Because like right now, I'll just give you an example. Right now, this is my second channel. The other one was like a flop. It didn't really work well. But I was thinking to myself, like, what makes this one different? Because I was listening to a guy who was like, sometimes when you get setbacks, it helps you like get back better and learn some things. Like I've gotten to learn some things from the other channel, and then now I'm taking it to this channel that will help me. The second point of the mindset part is bad times are part of the journey. I'll give you an example. I'll just give you a recent example, yeah? So I had my surgery on November. The surgery was an arthroscopy one for me to go back to playing professional soccer nicely. But the surgery actually didn't go, in my mind, in the month, a month from it, I was too in a hurry to see the results, but I thought it didn't go well, which I was telling my physiotherapist. I was telling me, yo, I actually feel like there's no difference that has happened right now in my leg and everything. But he was like, you just chill a bit, wait for a couple of months, and then you tell me how it feels. About 2 weeks ago, yeah, I just went to him and told him, by the way, I felt like I have a new knee right now. And then now feeling like I have a new knee right now, it felt so different until I just told him, like, I've never felt this good about my legs. Because my left knee was always a problem in playing ball. It's actually stopped me, like, play good football. So right now, when I go to see, like, bad times are part of it. Like, in the bad times, so many things happen, mental health, man, things were a bit crazy. You guys, my brain was all over the place, just thinking, why am I trying to do this thing of ball and stuff? Why am I also trying to inspire guys? Guys have their lives to live. So I see that there's no reason to actually do it. But I'm actually seeing that with the bad times, you actually get to become better and better from it. The second series we'll be doing is dating and relationships. I'm going to just give you a brief thing about my dating and relationship part. First thing, when I just started the personal development and growth stuff, just learning things, the bonus, when you learn about yourself, you actually get to see, how do I say this? You get to see some things you've been tolerating in various relationships and even the dates you've been having. Just even close sisters, cousins, girlfriend and all. So when you get to realize this, you see them as the enemy sometimes, yeah? Let me give you a previous thing, I was in a relationship from like I was 16 to like 19, just a whole relationship. But there were some things I was entertaining, but instead of me communicating that, I was always just letting things slide. You know, sometimes you guys can even agree with me that sometimes us as guys, when we're in things like relationship and stuff, man, so many things happen, but you just let it slide. You're just like, I'll just let it slide. I won't communicate, because sometimes communication is the hardest thing. So the first thing I needed to learn to do in this personal development thing I got to learn is communication. That communication is just everything, man. Because sometimes you get angry at each other, but if you have communicated it earlier, or communicated how you feel, especially how you feel as a guy, you know, sometimes we stay detached from our feelings, but it's actually a whole big part of life, man. Communication deals with 50% of the problem. The rest of it, you get to, even after you communicate, you get to see if that person actually deserves the position you've given them in your life and stuff. The second thing for me is don't choose relationships. Don't choose the relationship that you want to change the person. Because here's the thing, yeah. You guys can relate with me sometimes, whereby you're in relationships or you're friends with someone because you want to help them like change. Because I've seen that is actually not the best way to go about it. Because I've been in one relationship where I've been in various relationships where I've been trying to change the person. You're trying to actually like change the person, like you're trying to change something about them. And to be honest, it makes you so frustrated and an angry guy. And I know you guys wouldn't want to be like that, man. You don't want to be the angry guy, the guy who you're always trying to change someone. Most of the time, they actually don't get to change, and you're the one who actually gets to hurt. So just be in the relationship where you actually want to be, and you think that you will bring value to their life and they'll bring value to your life. So the third thing about the relationship thing still is, don't be the guy who runs when things become tough, man. You guys, I'm quite accustomed to it actually, like just running away from this whole thing when things become tough, when you know you've messed up or they've messed up, but your first instinct is to flee. So I've actually gotten to see that that's not the best thing to do. When you have an issue with someone, the hardest thing for me has been communicating the issue, because you don't know if you'd fight, you don't know what would happen after. But when you get to deal with the issue, you get to see what kind of person they are. Because right now, I'd say, to be honest, the guys who I've communicated the issue with, I've communicated an issue I have with them. The ones who have dealt with it nicely, I'd say, to be honest, our relationship become better after I've communicated that. But the guys who actually I've communicated and they've maybe abused me or something, or maybe they've even made things a bit awkward after that, or made things a bit not well after that, I get to realize that it's not worth it to actually have the relationship with them. So the last and final thing has been finance. I'll be honest, right now, at a young age, right now, I'm in the point whereby finance has been a hectic part of my life. So the first thing I've gotten to realize especially is that before you get the cash, just know what you're actually going to do with it. That has helped me I think from end of last year. Because of the guy, when you get the cash, when you decide, that's the worst mistake I've ever done. Because at that time I found myself, it's like 14th of the month, and you have zero. I'm wondering, what the hell did this cash go to? All of it. Second and last point is that for cash, I've gotten to believe and see that when you pay your tithe, my guy, you actually become smart about your money. I just be honest, the month, that's not the main, I wouldn't say that would be the main thought process you need to have, like when going about it. But I've actually gotten to see the times I've actually been willingly and done and paid my tithe well. That month, if I tend to think of it, I haven't really used money stupidly. So I'd advise you guys, pay your tithe, man. It actually makes you become a smarter guy. That's not the real reason to pay your tithe, but it makes you become a smarter guy. Yeah, so I'll just finish with that. So like and subscribe, because I'll be bringing some just insightful videos that will help you think differently about the issues you may be having. And for sure, it's something you don't want to miss, man. So till next time, you just have a good day and just stay a bit smart, man.